What is up, everybody? Tyler Fullerton here, owner of Fullerton Nutrition, personal trainer here in Gilbert, Arizona. I'm going to break down keto for you guys. Are you confused with it? Are you struggling to lose weight? Are you having the hardest time trying to understand how to get that fat off the body? I'm going to break it down for you guys literally step by step of exactly what I do, what I have all my clients doing. So, steps to keto, you can call it keto, you can call it whatever you want. I just call it losing weight. So remember, everything's on my YouTube, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you ever have any questions, make sure to join the live Q&A. I do a live Q&A every single day on Sundays through Thursdays, 7 p.m. Arizona time on Facebook and YouTube. It's under Fullerton Nutrition, and then Instagram and TikTok, Coach Tyler Protein. That's where it's at, so you guys can get all those questions answered. My whole goal with this is to make this weight loss thing as simple as possible. So all I ask from you guys is hit that share button. That's it. Smash that share button, because you don't know who in your friends group or your family, who you're friends with, could stumble upon one of the live trainings and starts to click with them, and they change the way they eat and they start getting that fat off the body. So rule number one, guys, like I said, is calories. I'm always talking about the calories. Calories, calories, calories. The number one reason why people don't get results and why I've seen my clients not get results, it's not that they're overeating. Everybody thinks they're overeating. Yes, undereating can make it to where you're not going to get results, where you can stall out. So that's why calories are so important. So you can't just assume 1,200 calories is the amount of calories that you need to take in, because everybody's calories are going to be different. So you can't ask your friend Susan how many calories she took in for her weight loss goals. So it goes off your height, weight, age, and activity level. That's what it goes off of. And to make it even easier with that, you don't have to eat 6 times a day like everybody thinks you do. If you're taking in only your fats, proteins, and veggies, if all you're eating is your meat and veggies, you're gonna be controlling that insulin, because that's the name of the game. You control that insulin without having to have all those high sugar spikes, running on all that glucose. You don't have to have 6 meals a day. Yes, you can have 200 grams of carbs all day long, eat 6 meals, eat every 2.5 to 3 hours. But no one's got time to do that. Everyday moms and dads and everyday working people don't have time to have 6 meals a day and snack all day long. So that's why I have all my clients do 3 meals a day. I have them do 3 meals a day. So 3, is that a 3? Yeah, so 3 meals. 3 meals a day. So use the calorie calculator. It's on my website, just fullertonnutrition.com. Hit the menu. You'll see the calorie calculator. It's free. Just click on that. It's going to ask your height, weight, age, and activity level. So with the 3 meals a day, I need to take in, my calorie goal for weight loss is 2,400 calories. Holy mackerel. I don't know how you teachers do it. You guys are all amazing. So 2,400 calories is my calorie goal for weight loss. So with that, I divide it by 3 meals. I am doing 800 calories, holy cow, per meal. So with that, it makes it really easy if you go out to eat and you know how many calories you need to be taking in. So I like to divide it by 3. It makes it a lot easier. So if you go out to eat, everybody thinks going out to eat is the hardest part about losing weight. They're like, I don't think I can stay on track if I go out to eat. No, you have full control of what you're getting. So just get a meat and veggie plate with your calories and you're golden. Or just get a salad and then get a side steak or a side chicken breast, cut it up, throw it up in that salad, then you'll hit your protein and macro goals. But we'll get into that here in a second. So with the calories, that's what I like to do. So the calorie calculator, like I said, it goes off your height, your weight, your age, and your activity level. This right here is not the amount of calories that everybody should be taking in. No one should be doing 1,200 calories. Everyone thinks 1,200 calories is the magic number to hit when it's not. Everybody did 1,000 to 500 calories because when they were doing HCG. And what happened? Everybody got results. Yeah, starving yourself works for a little bit, but you don't want to over deplete those calories. Yes, you want to be at a calorie deficit, but I'm talking like 20%. But that's what's nice about the calorie calculator that's on the site. Just fullertonnutrition.com makes it easy. You don't have to do any math. It's going to ask if you're active, if you're working out, and stuff like that. So those are the questions it's going to ask so it can find your resting metabolic rate and then make up for those calories during the workout. So that's a big question I always get to is, do I need to take in more calories if my FitnessPal starts subtracting those calories? So if you got the calorie calculator, if you got the calories in the calorie calculator, no, you don't need to make them up because the calorie calculator already put in if you're active and working out and stuff like that. But if you are super active one day, like way more active than you normally are, I would probably take in a little bit more calories, like 100 to 200 calories, just depending on what you did. So rule number one is calories. You got to find how many calories you're taking in. So another big thing of what happens if you, yes, people do overeat, but honestly, out of the 8 years of personal training and breaking down meals, making custom keto plans and stuff, the biggest thing is people are under eating. I promise you, go calculate your calories on the calorie calculator and then calculate on MyFitnessPal how many calories you ate yesterday. I bet you're at least 800 calories under than what you should have been taking in. So if you're under eating, what can happen is you can slow down the metabolism. You can start to break down your own lean muscle mass for calories and proteins. And can start to mess with those hormones too. So that's why it's so important to make sure that you're taking in enough of those calories. And I get it, it's hard to take in those calories sometimes, but tracking is so important. So rule number one, get the calorie goal of what you should be around. Then what you want to do after that is download MyFitnessPal. I don't like to get my calories from MyFitnessPal because normally MyFitnessPal gives people way too low of calories because everybody puts that they want to lose 2 pounds a week. So get off the scale. Quick tip, get off the scale. Stop going on the number on the scale. Why are we all doing this? We want to look good naked. Let's be real. Everybody wants to lose weight around summertime because that's when everyone's going to be showing the most skin to everybody out there. So it really comes down to we're doing this to look good naked and obviously for the health reasons also too. But stop getting on the scale. Literally throw the scale out the window. Stop jumping on it like it's a bed, all right? So once you get the calories, download MyFitnessPal. So let's talk about macros now. So macros are very important because if you literally only ate cake, but you were calorie deficit, you're not gonna have the body that you want. Sure, the scale might move, but you're gonna lose all your muscle mass because you're not taking in any protein, just eating candy and cake. So that debunks the whole, it only matters about how many calories you're taking in. No, it matters about the macros. What are macros? So the macros are, I think I'm gonna pull it up like this. This might be a little bit better. And it's taller than me too. So that's what's nice about being short. So macros. Macros are your carbs, fats, and proteins. So here's the thing with the macros. What I like to do is hopefully you guys can see this. What I like to do is for the carbs, I like to set those up percentage-wise. So this is how you find out how many grams you need to take in to hit your macro goals. So when you hit your macros, you hit your calories. So macros, 4 percentages. You go into MyFitnessPal, go to goals, settings, or settings and goals. I can't remember which way you do it. But you go in there and hit macros. You can change the percentages. And you can change the calories. So once you get the calories from the calorie calculator, put those into MyFitnessPal. So remember, the calorie calculator, the one that I like the most, you can just get it on the website, FullertonNutrition.com. Hit menu. It'll pop right up. So with the carbs, I like to set those up to 5% of my calories are coming from carbs. Honestly, it's like 1 to 2% because I stay around 20 grams all day. So for the carbs equals 20 grams all day. All carbs, not net. And then for the fats, I like to do 60% of my calories are coming from the fats. So that's where I like to get my calories from. Most of them are coming from the fats. Fat doesn't make you fat. Fat doesn't spike insulin. Your body's going to use those fats as energy, all right? So now for protein, this is the most important one. You want to make sure you're taking in enough protein so you're not losing that hair. That's why the biggest problem is when people do keto or whatnot, they're all freaking out about the proteins. You want to take in enough protein because if you don't, you'll lose your hair. You can start breaking down your own lean muscle mass for protein. So with the proteins, I like to do 35% of my calories are coming from the proteins. So for breaking down the macros, 5% is coming from carbs, 60% is coming from the fats, and then 35% of the macros and calories are coming from the proteins. This is how I like to set up my FitnessPal, and then once I put these percentages into my FitnessPal, it's going to give me the amount of grams that I want to hit. That is what you want to be paying attention to, is the grams. You don't have to worry about percentages. You don't have to worry about calories anymore either when you're tracking the macros with my FitnessPal. This is why it is so important to track with my FitnessPal. You can use Carb Manager. I just never used it. I don't like it because it subtracts sugar, alcohols, and fiber. So then you start doing net carbs. I don't like net. I like 20 grams, all carbs, all day long. So big thing is, and I see this happen a lot, is people are tracking net carbs. So I'll break down for you what net carbs are really quickly, but I don't like doing this, and I will show you why. So flip this over so that dries up a bit. So with net carbs, what's going to happen is if you read a nutrition label and it says 10 grams of carbs. If it says 10 grams of carbs and then 4 grams of fiber, let's go FI, and then carbs. So 4 grams of fiber. So what net carbs mean is this is going to equal 6 grams net. So the reason why I don't like this is because if you ate 10 grams of carbs, but you're making yourself be like, oh, I had 4 carbs less, so I really only had 6. Well, if you do that times 4, so you had 40 grams of carbs. You had 40 grams of carbs, but because you're counting net, you only took in 24 grams. So if you only took in 24 grams, you really took in 40. That is why I do all carbs, not net. I don't like this because who likes to math anyways? And the other method behind the madness is I've helped so many people break their stalls who were counting net carbs and then switched to counting all carbs. So that's the biggest reason why. So like I said, you can eat 6 meals a day, eat a ton of carbs, and still get great results. But I like to do the easiest way and the quickest way as possible. Because let's be honest, you ladies, like I said, jump on the scale every 2 seconds. So we want to try and get the best results as fast as possible. And that's a problem. It's so easy to get that fat off the body. When you make it simple, you don't overcomplicate it. Honestly, all you have to do is hit your calories with meat and veggies. That's literally all you got to do. You're going to get amazing results that way. But when it comes to the macros, you just want to make sure you're hitting those protein goals. So another way that really helps bring up those calories is not doing turkey. I don't like turkey. Turkey's way too lean. It's hard to hit those calories with the turkey because there's not a ton of fats in those meats. So I do ribeye steaks, chicken thighs over chicken breast. If I do chicken breast, I'm going to add different salad dressings and oils to that chicken or to my veggies to really bring up those fats. So rule number 1 is calories. Remember, you got to hit your calories. Rule number 1 is calories. Rule number 2 is macros, so tracking the macros. And then 3, honestly, calories and macros is the most important one to do. So 3, intermittent fasting. So we're going to call it IF. So intermittent fasting, a lot of people do it, a lot of people talk about it. But what is intermittent fasting? All you're doing is taking in all your calories within an 8-hour window. So you're going to eat in 8 hours, and then you'll be fasting for the 16. This is great. There's a ton of different benefits to it, but no, doing intermittent fasting is not going to make you get results. It's the calories and the macros nourishing that body what's going to make you get results. Just intermittent fasting has a ton of different benefits to it. It's been shown to help people with their hormone imbalance, be insulin sensitive instead of insulin resistant. All that means is when you're insulin sensitive, when you take in those carbs and sugars and you have that glucose spike, your body's going to use those as energy instead of storing as fat. So that's the problem. So many people are insulin resistant. So it can definitely been shown to help with that. And then it helps with the cravings too. And I feel like it helps me more to get in my calories as well because I'll be hungry for every single meal. But another big thing that I always like to talk about is more important to hit your calories than it is to do the intermittent fasting. I see it a lot with people. They're like, after they use the calorie calculator that's on my website, they're like, Tyler, there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to hit my calories in the 8-hour window. So perfect. Throw the intermittent fasting out the window and start hitting those calories. Because I'm telling you, you're going to feel a whole lot better when you start hitting those calorie goals. You won't be tired. You will have that energy. That's the thing A lot of people are like, I don't have the energy when I'm doing this. You're definitely not taking in enough calories then. You should have a ton of energy and you should be feeling great. If you're starving all day long, you're under eating. Like I said, you can starve yourself and still get results on that scale. But remember, we're not doing this for the scale. We're doing this to look good naked, all right? So calories, macros, intermittent fasting. So one tidbit I like to talk about is the keto flu. What's the keto flu? All that is you are losing the electrolytes. That's it. You're just lacking electrolytes. And instead of going out buying powder and stuff like that for the electrolytes, what I like to do is just cream of tartar. It's a white powder. You can get it down any spice aisle. It's called cream of tartar. Loaded in potassium. Pink Himalayan salt, loaded in magnesium. That's just the pink salt that you see. I just sprinkle that in water and then drink it. And then you'll get those electrolytes in quickly. So a lot of people talk about the keto flu. That's all it is. It's just lacking electrolytes. So don't think drinking more water is going to help it. Because half the time the water is just so purified. There's no minerals and potassium and magnesium in there. So I wouldn't do the Powerade Zeros or anything to get the electrolytes in. It's a lot easier just to do the cream of tartar and pink Himalayan salt. So that's what I like to do. So remember, guys, I'm telling you guys exactly what I do, what I have all my personal training clients doing to get that fat off the body as simple as possible. I've been doing this for over 8 years now, and I've been doing keto for the past 4 years, having all my clients literally doing super low carb, taking in those meat and those veggies, because with the proteins and the meats, you're going to get all your proteins from those meats, you're going to get the fats from the meats and minerals too. And then with the veggies, you're going to get all your micronutrients, you're going to get your vitamins in eating those veggies. So yes, I count all my carbs from my veggies. That's where I'm getting all my carbs from, is either from my veggies or it is from the sauces and spices that I'm doing. So to make it even easier, like if you don't want to count calories, don't track macros, you can always get the custom keto plan. It's on the site. Love the custom keto plan. It makes everything so much easier. All you have to do is do portion sizes now. So literally it's going to be a meat, a veggie, and then an oil, making it really easy, measuring it out. It's going to hit the macros, the calorie goals for the height, weight, age, and activity level for that person who wants that custom keto plan. So like I said, you can get the custom keto plan, just FullertonNutrition.com. It gets emailed to you. It is super simple, and it comes with a grocery list. I think the coolest part on it, though, is there's a swapping feature. So if you don't like, for instance, like green beans, you can swap out green beans for a different veggie. Click on the swapped option, and it already does a portion size to still stay around those macros and everything like that. So if you don't want to track macros and you just want a literally done-for-you custom keto plan, that's where you can get it. So just FullertonNutrition.com is where you will find the custom keto plan. But if you want different options and a couple different ideas of low-carb meals, you can get the free 21 keto recipes on the website too. That's free. Comes with the grocery list. That is not a meal plan though. That's a whole bunch of just different recipes and stuff like that. You'll see it when you get the 21 keto recipes because the calories are all over the place. I just like to give that out to people so they can have an idea of a whole bunch of different meals that they can make and everything like that. It does the macros and the calories and stuff. So you can literally match it up with your calorie intake for the meal and just bring the portion size up or down to still hit those calories. So we talked about calories, we talked about macros, we talked about intermittent fasting, the keto flu. Now let's hone in on the workouts. So here's the thing with workouts. I have all my workout programs. They're free. They're on the site too. Just FullertonNutrition.com for the workout programs. There's 3 different ones on there. They're all free. Not intermittent fasting, intervals. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So the thing is you don't need to go to the gym, drive to the gym and walk on the treadmill for an hour. You don't need to do that. Everybody always asks me too, is it more important to do weightlifting or to do cardio? If you do the weightlifting right with intervals and you're doing a good amount of weight so you're bringing that heart rate up, you really don't have to stress too much about the cardio. You can get your heart rate up, get the same benefits lifting those weights. So be mindful of it though, good form. Don't kill yourself in there, but push yourself in that gym. So like I was saying, all the workouts are on there. I'll talk about that though. So the thing is, everybody says, do I need to do low reps or high reps? Which is the best option to do? The thing is I always like to do 4 sets or 5 sets. So let's just go 4 sets of 12. This is what I like to do, is a lot of range from 12 to 15, or even 10 to 15 is a great rep range too. But the thing is you don't want to go super fast on those exercises. It's all about slow and in control, building that lean muscle mass. Ladies, I promise you, going heavy, you're not going to turn into Arnold. I've been trying to do it for the past 10 years. It's not working. So don't think that lifting heavy is going to make you gain a whole bunch of muscle mass, make you have no neck, and turn into Arnold. I promise you, you want to build that lean muscle mass. You bring up that metabolism and have that higher resting metabolic rate. Because the more lean muscle mass, the higher the metabolism will be. So you've got to feed that body. So that's why it's important to hit those calories and feed your body that protein so it can go in and repair those muscles after breaking it down. So, like I said, a good way to scale on how your reps are and if you have enough weight, if your last 2 to 3 reps aren't a struggle, I would go heavier. But I'm not saying a struggle to where your form's all out of whack, but to where it's really hard to bring that arm up on a bicep curl. So that's what I always like to say about the last 2 to 3 reps. You want those to be a struggle. So now for intervals, so instead of going on that treadmill and walking on it for an hour to 30 minutes, you want to drive that treadmill incline as high as it can go. Bring the incline all the way up so you're walking up on an incline. Pick a good speed that you're not going to touch the handles. You want to be leaning forward into that tread like you would be hiking. I promise you, you're going to get a better workout in 10 minutes. Literally, 10 minutes on this treadmill with the incline all the way up on a walking speed. You'll get a better workout in 10 minutes than walking on that treadmill for an hour. And what's great is you're going to be burning those calories after that workout now too. So that's what I would try and do. And then if you can run, jack that incline all the way up, do hills. So go 30 seconds. There's some great intervals right here on that treadmill that you can do. Like I said, you can get an amazing workout in 5 minutes with the cardio and intervals than you would being on that treadmill for an hour. So what you'll do is you're going to go 30-second sprint on that incline or 30-second hill climb, and then take a 1 minute walking. So bring that speed all the way back down and then just walk it out for 1 minute. Do that literally 5 sets. Go 5 hills. 5 hills, that's going to be 5 minutes walking, and then if I do the math on that, that's 2, that's 4, something like 8 minutes, literally. Go 5 sets of the 30-second hill climbs. I promise you, you'll get a better workout. You can get in and out of the gym. You don't need to be in the gym for an hour. I'm usually in there for about 30 minutes. That's it. Get in and out. You don't need to sit on that equipment. And superset too. So when you guys get the free workout program that's on my site, you'll see what I mean by superset. So what that means is you're not going to take a break in between your sets. You're going to go from lift to lift to lift. So let's say, for instance, like leg day. You do back squats, leg extensions, leg curl. Did I say back? I meant leg. Yeah, I did say legs. Back squat. I said back. That's why. Back squat, leg extensions, leg curl, and then leg press. So you have 4 different lifts. So what you'll do is you'll go 12 sets on each exercise. So we'll go 12 squats, and then you go straight into 12 leg extensions, straight into 12 leg curls. And then on the last one, you're going to go right into that leg press and do 12. So you're going to go lift to lift to lift to lift. No break. Your break is literally going to be walking over to that next squat rack or the machine. And then once you're done with all 4 exercises, then take that 30-second or 1 minute break. Get a drink of water, sip down some amino acids, and then jump right back into it. So I will literally do 4 sets of that. So 1 set is doing all 4 exercises 1 time. That's 1 set. Do that 4 times. I promise you, you will make that workout way more effective, and pick the right weight. Don't stress out about how much weight you're doing. Whatever it's going to be where you're feeling exhausted on every single lift. Good form though. So that's how you get an amazing workout done quickly. Literally, you can get leg day done in 30 minutes. So don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple, all right? So that's literally it. But remember, you have to fuel that workout with that nutrients. That's why, like I said, calories matter so much. Make sure to take in those calories and then to take in those macros as well. And the thing is, like I said, so many people have such a hard time getting in 6 meals, let alone 3. So that's why I created True Meal. It's a meal replacement protein shake. It's perfect for the macros. There is 0 sugar, less than a gram, less than 2 grams of carbs. There's 13 grams of MCT oil in here. This is why I drink this before I work out. I break my fast with True Meal. And I formulated, like I said, when I had my personal training studio, because the problem is with my clients, they didn't have enough time to go and get a meal. So 2 scoops, 16 ounces of water, bam, done. You have a meal in seconds. So quick and easy, and it's 400 calories, so it's actually a sustainable meal. I stay full for about 3 to 4 hours on it. Like I said, I do it before I work out. I found it a lot more beneficial when I drink meal replacement protein shake before I work out instead of having the protein shake after I work out. So that is why I created True Meal, to make a perfect meal replacement, because all the rest out there don't have enough calories to be a meal, loading carbs and sugars, low quality proteins. This is an isolate whey. It's not a concentrated whey. Go and look at your protein that you have. I bet there's a concentrated whey in the bottle. You go down to other ingredients, that's normally where you'll see it. Because as you'll see with True Meal, it's very transparent label. It tells you how many grams of isolate whey, how many grams of the casein, and then the MCT oil. There's 22 grams of fat in True Meal. It's literally perfect. Sold in personal training studios so I can get this out to everybody around the world. We ship worldwide. So yes, you can order it anywhere you are. Like I said, tastes like a chocolate frosty in water. In coffee, tastes like a mocha frappuccino. I love making this in the morning as my first meal as I break my fast. So you can always order this, FullertonNutrition.com. And best part is, it's literally $3.66 a meal. People spend $10 on a beer and then spend $12 on a salad with barely any chicken in there. So definitely easiest meal of the day. You don't have to think about 16 ounces of water, boom, done, meal in seconds. So calories, 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 macros, 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 working out. But the most important thing, ladies and gents, it's the calories. Make sure you're hitting those calorie goals. Make sure you're hitting those macros. And yes, if you have Hashimoto's or PCOS or hypothyroid, you can still get the results. Just keep it simple. Hit those calories, get in those meat and those veggies. That's all you got to do. Just keep it simple. Remember, everything's on the website, and don't forget to smash that share button. You don't know how many people you can help just by hitting that share button. Follow on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Fullerton Nutrition on YouTube and Facebook. That's where I have everything broken down, is on the YouTube. And then I do a Fullerton Nutrition weekly show. It's a vlog. I show you guys exactly what I'm eating, what I'm doing, step by step, every single day, with my meals, with my workouts as well. Like I said, guys, I want to make this as simple as possible for everybody to get that fat off the body, because there's no better feeling when people reach out and they're like, Tyler, thank you so much for what you do, making those videos. You've made this weight loss thing as simple as possible for me. I'm down 30 pounds in 2 months now. Like, that is the best feeling ever. The gratification that I get, that is why I do all these videos, put out all this content. So that's the only thing I ever ask, guys, is just hit that share button. You don't know how much of an impact it could make just by smashing that share button and one of your friends stumbling upon the videos and it just clicks for them. So that's the whole point in all of these, and I cannot thank you guys enough for watching this. So hit that share button, drop a comment or a question or what's not, because like I said, I do the live Q&A every single night, 7 p.m. Arizona time, so come and tune in on those. I'm live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, live everywhere with that. So that's literally a step-by-step of exactly what I do. It's that simple. Hit your calories, track those calories with MyFitnessPal, hitting those macros, obviously working out. But no, there's no best workout. I'm going to go one more into this one. There's no best workout to target the belly fat. That is the number one question I get no matter what on the Q&As is, how do I lose the belly fat? How do I lose the mom belly? How do I lose the stubborn belly fat? How do I get toned? It's with nutrition. There is no best ab workout. There is no best workout that's going to make you burn fat. You have to be a calorie deficit, and you have to be controlling those blood sugars to keep burning those fats. So one more thing is, people always ask about cheating. Should I cheat once a week? I wouldn't, because once you introduce that glucose back into the body, it's going to start running on the glucose again. The brain is going to start craving the glucose, and it makes it a lot harder to jump into it. Look, 20 days out of the year of holidays, birthdays, parties, and stuff like that, 20 days out of the year, if you ate terrible, but you ate perfect out of the 360 out of the 20, you will still look amazing. You'll still hit those goals. So one last thing too, if you ever get results, please let me know. That is a fuel to my fire. People getting results makes me want to keep on pumping content out for everybody. Just keep making videos. Keep making this thing simple as possible for everybody. So don't be shy. Let me know how you're doing on everything. So with that, remember that why and hit that share button. Keep hitting those calories.